Quiet on the set, everyone. We are pleased to have award-winning director Claude Lejerc back for this episode. The Grand Shamrock Tour, the UP and heading down. Scene 1, take 1. I am humbled by your praise. Action. The Grand Shamrock Tour, right here in the UP. Well, holy war. Cut. What is holy war? Excuse me, Mr. Lejerc. I have a French to Yooper translate app on my phone. Holy war means sacre bleu. Oh, well then, oui. The Grand Shamrock Tour, Season 3, the UP and heading down. Scene 1, take 2. And action. We? Well, cheese and crackers. If he needs to go out back, I've had a few cold ones. I'll join him. Cut, cut, cut. What is out back? Hey, Yooper John. We means yes. It's not what you thought. You don't say. Well, holy war. Sacre bleu. I can't believe I get paid for this. Yay! Well, thank you everyone, and welcome back to the Grand Shamrock Tour.
Yeah.
I'm John.
And I'm Carolyn. And really, John, you're award-winning director?
Well, actually, I was an award-winning actor, Best Actor 1977, Sacred Heart High School.
I think you've mentioned that a few times.
More than once, I'm sure. Well, listen, we are really grateful that you guys have been following along with the first 2 seasons of our adventure, and we are so excited to share what's next.
Oh, definitely. But before we move past that, having gotten rid of Route 66, I mean, we rode 5,000 miles.
Yeah, it was challenging at most of the time.
Yeah. But it was great to tell the story.
Right.
And so getting to move on from that's like a huge weight in my
Right. The best and the worst is now in our rearview mirror.
Yay!
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how did we get to the UP?
You got cards.
Well, I do, and this is going to keep us on track. We're going to cover food, finds, and friends.
Perfect.
Up in this season.
Good. Good. Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think this season 3, was my very favorite season.
Yeah. Oh, this side is spectacular. So before we move on, I've got, we did this in July of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
We had 153 days from the UP getting all the way down to Florida.
Seemed like less.
We had 8 states and we traveled 2,049 miles just in the RV.
Yeah, seemed like more.
Yeah, well, so this is the highlight reel for all of that.
Right.
So, first stop.
The UP.
The UP and the Mitten.
Right, yeah. Michigan.
Well,
I fell in love with Michigan.
Michigan, well, it's an amazing state.
Unbelievable.
So much. Well, what we need to do is really cover the Upper Peninsula, and then we'll cover the Mitten.
Okay. And we did everything except
oh my gosh,
thumbs.
we rode our motorcycles pretty much all of here.
Right.
So not here.
No, not.
Detroit.
No.
And not here.
No, Copper Harbor.
Copper Harbor.
Everything but the thumbs.
So you're saying we went to Pictured Rocks.
Yes, which was just Pictured Rocks. You discovered that while we were on that hike in the Grinnell Glacier, and someone said, "Have you ever been to Pictured Rocks?"
Well, no, and I had not ever been, and let alone ever heard of it, including the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah.
So if this is new to you, it certainly was to us.
Well,
man,
I was familiar with the UP, Escanaba especially, but yeah. I had no idea till we got there what to expect.
No, and it's much like Oregon, actually, John. It's a canopy of trees.
Yeah, beautiful trees, water, everything.
People were wonderful. No mountains.
No mountains.
But the people were wonderful.
Yeah.
Again, like
right.
Oregon.
And the food.
The food. Well, who doesn't like a pasty?
Oh, I'll slice this open for you. Give you a nice look at that pasty and what she's got inside. Oh, heavens, it's delicious. Now, this one's a traditional Yooper model right here. So it's got pork and beef and rutabaga, potatoes, carrots, and onions.
Pasty.
Oh, pasties are great. And you need to look no further than Miner's Pasties there in Munising if you want a good pasty.
Yeah. Well, we just went to Get You to Kippy.
Which I still can't spell.
No.
But I can spell Soo Locks.
Well, you can.
Right. Which, Carolyn, that was the very first lock I ever saw how it worked, and it was amazing.
Yeah. That was a good trip.
Yeah.
Now, what about getting over the Mackinaw Bridge?
The Mighty Mac.
Yeah.
So the Mighty Mac it struck fear into my body, thinking I was going to have to take my entire house over that bridge. So we took the motorcycles over first.
Yeah, and I was a little nervous too, but it ended up being just wonderful.
Yeah.
We did spend a little time there in St. Ignace.
Yeah, spent a week in St. Ignace, so we got to go to Mackinac Island. We got to see Lake Huron, Lake Superior, and Lake Michigan, all from that one point.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Really great.
So we had great time up there, but we had a lot of ground to cover. So we got to get down to the Mitten.
Get back over the bridge.
Yeah.
And now we're down into the Mitten.
Gotta get to the Mitten.
Now we kind of avoid all of this.
Yeah.
I would say we rode our motorcycles pretty much the entire length of Lake Michigan.
Yeah, so we got to cover all the different areas, the tunnel of trees. We got to go to Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Yeah.
You know, living in Oregon, people said you should go to Sleeping Bear Dunes. We're like, we have dunes in Oregon, but this is different.
They are different. They're glacier dune, and so it's a very thick, crystal, glassy rock. Yeah. It's also really spectacular to stand there and do it. It's probably one of my top 5 hikes.
Oh, how many top 5 hikes do you have?
At least a dozen.
Yes.
At least a dozen.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you know, the thing I do want to mention in Michigan, the harbors that they have. Now, we rode our motorcycles. We never boated, but there are the harbors all along.
Yeah, there are more boats registered in Michigan than any other state in the United States.
Well, you know what you said.
Yeah.
Grandpa lost his driving license.
But he still got his boat.
Yeah, that's true. His boat's everywhere.
Yeah.
And the harbors that go in and out of Lake Michigan. I just found that.
Yeah, it really is. It's a boater's paradise. But we had a lot to do, and we had to get to.
Well, Indiana.
Indiana.
So Michiana is that area of Michigan, Indiana.
Yeah.
And Elkhart is right there.
Well, we were on our way to go to a Grand Design rally, and so we were excited about that, but we're also right there close to Notre Dame, right?
Oh.
And the Amish Country.
And riding a motorcycle next to horses.
And that's
a little daunting.
Yeah, we are very popular in Vietnam for our Amish videos. So we are, I think we're the YouTube's most popular older motorcycle Amish country riding in Vietnam.
Check.
Yeah, yeah.
It says here on my card.
And the analytics, right, there you go.
Well, the thing about Amish, they make food.
Yeah, the food was fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you don't go to Das Essen House when you're in that area and, you know, near Shipshewana.
Pork cutlet. What's your language?
Oh, Shipshi.
Shipshi. No, language.
Sorry.
At the Das Essen House, they have a pork cutlet as big as your face. Enough that we split it.
Oh my gosh.
And we split a piece of, what do they call that?
Sugar cream pie.
Sugar cream pie.
Oh, so good.
Well, we didn't split that.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I had to have my own.
Yeah, after she took one bite of mine, she got her own.
Got me on all these food ventures.
Oh, so good.
You know, we enjoyed the Grand Design Rally.
It's so much fun.
Met a lot of people. One couple in particular was Frank and Trish.
Yeah, you'll make friends for life, and sometimes it's just where paths cross and you have no idea. But yeah, the Grows on the Go on Facebook, Frank and Trish just have become these great resources and friends for us, and we're really grateful for that.
If something's been broken.
I just call Frank.
We call Frank.
Yeah.
I just say, hey, call Frank. So that's a shout out to some good friends.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. We also had Sam and Cindy drop in while we were finishing up the rally.
Yeah, we met them like 5 times in Idaho.
Yeah.
And then it turns out they follow us and they said, hey, we're in Indiana right now. I said, well, come on by.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that so great.
For your birthday.
Now, next state is Ohio. You know.
And Zanesville, well, north, south, east, and west.
Yeah. You got West Virginia.
Almost heaven.
You got Kentucky.
Yeah.
Hocking Hills.
Well, again, we went through all those places in Ohio, and Zanesville itself was so unique with its wide bridge and the birthplace of astronaut John Glenn.
Yeah. And the art in that town.
Yeah.
It just it was also the second capital of Ohio.
Yeah, and we really want people to go to those kind of off the normal pathway, because that's where you find some really interesting things.
Yeah, I don't want to move past. We stayed in a place called Wolfies.
Oh yeah.
And it ended up being a wonderful RV location, and we saw some friends.
It's a beautiful RV park. It's just so off the beaten path, but it's a great RV park, and we met friends that we had encountered in Bayard, Nebraska.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, before we mention food, let's talk about Ohio and flight.
Oh, well, you wouldn't be wrong.
No, I'd be right.
The Wright brothers in Dayton, Ohio, that is a national park for the birthplace of aviation, the Wright Brothers National Museum.
Yeah, surprising, but the history there is wonderful. But you also have the Air Force.
Oh yeah,
Museum.
and I got to go into a space shuttle. I never thought I'd be on a space shuttle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really great. So if you are an aviation enthusiast, and I can't imagine people that have seen those that wouldn't become one at some point, it's just amazing. Dayton, Ohio, surrounding area, just fantastic. But you're just a stone's throw from Cincinnati.
Well, we just flew into Cincinnati.
The Queen City.
Oh, beautiful city.
The Natty.
Yeah.
Carolyn, I loved the train station there, Union Station.
It really is pretty.
Oh, it's Art Deco. It's just fascinating. You need to go there. It makes you work up an appetite.
Yeah. Oh, Skyline Chili.
Skyline Chili.
Okay, so along the way, when people said Skyline Chili, I would ask, do you like it or not?
Yeah, and we thought I used to make the boys Skyline Chili, but I wasn't. I was just putting chili on top of spaghetti, and it ain't Skyline Chili. So, hey, if you like Skyline Chili, you, I need you to put in the comments below, Skyline Chili. 2 thumbs up, 2 here.
Yeah, you're gonna get this. It's a 50-50.
Oh, Skyline Chili.
I enjoy
there you go.
it
Love
very
it.
much.
Love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Got to roll though. You got cards.
Roll.
Salvisa on the Kentucky River. I just whenever we said it, somebody always correct us. So yeah, we were down on the Kentucky River, and beautiful location.
Well, yeah. Now Kentucky is known for horses. You've got black fences.
Yeah, the horse country is spectacular.
I had no idea how gorgeous it was going to be.
Yeah.
And people will suggest you go to the Kentucky Horse Park.
Right.
And so we did.
Hey, I got to see a star.
Oh.
I got to see a Kentucky Derby winner there.
Yeah, well, funny side.
Funny side was there. Kentucky Derby missed the Triple Crown by this much.
Oh, it's just like 1 second or something.
Yeah, but you just get a little long in the tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the things that we saw in that area, they also suggested you go to Keeneland, and I had never heard of Keeneland. It's at the raceway. Nor had
I. We're not big horse racing people. We're not gamblers of any sort. And so for us we took up the recommendation, and boy, I'm glad we did. Well, and Kentucky is known for one other thing. America's spirit.
Yes, it is.
Yes, there is something that's from Kentucky that we happen to love: the culture, the craftsmanship, and the distilleries for bourbon.
Yeah,
it's just beautiful.
Well, they're beautiful. Do you have a favorite?
Well, I don't have a favorite ice cream. That's why Baskin Robbins has 31 flavors, because there's 31 days. Bourbon is, I got ones I don't like, but all of those facilities, I would say, I know for you, Buffalo Trace stood out.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Oh,
and it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just upbeat.
And historic. It's the
Yes.
second oldest distillery in America.
Yes.
And it's historic. But all of them, it doesn't matter. Maker's Mark, beautiful grounds. Woodford Reserve, that was just spectacular. In fact, we've got a bottle of the UP and heading down Woodford Reserve.
Gotta celebrate at that.
Yeah, and but all of them are great.
Yeah. Not sure when we're gonna open that bottle.
I don't know. Maybe at the end of this video.
Before we leave Kentucky, let's cover friends.
Well, yeah, old friends. So
Old friends.
while we were in Kentucky, we had our old neighborhood friends from back in Oregon. We're on their way from Cincinnati to Dollywood,
Yeah.
and we met them for breakfast in Lexington.
Oh my gosh,
and,
so surprising.
Right, and we'll just say we're very grateful because Pam had given us a Bible message
Yeah.
that we have brought with us on every single bike since we left.
Yeah, looks like it did its job.
Yeah,
And we're gonna miss Kentucky.
and I'm gonna miss Michigan.
Yes, you are.
I might have to write her a letter. But if you enjoyed this, the first part of season 3, you're gonna love the second part, because if you like beautiful fall leaves, if you like Spanish moss, you like low country boil,
Yeah.
sugar sand beaches, the tail of the dragon,
Ooh, I do.
yeah. Join us next week
Yeah.
for the UP and heading down,
And on that note, travel safe.
and we'll see you out on the road.